Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark. That's our 5-minute review, and in today's review, we're going to be talking about the 2024 horror thriller film, Speak No Evil. It's rated R. It runs for an hour and 50 minutes. It's directed and written by James Watkins, and I actually don't know him at all. Let's see, what else did he do? He did nothing that I've seen. He directed a Black Mirror episode. But anyways, the film stars James McAvoy, McKenzie Davis, and Scoot McNairy. I've always loved the name Scoot. Aisling Francosi? Anyways, she's in this. It's more of a thriller than a horror film. Watched it. It's available on VOD right now, but watched it last night, and it's this family that lives in London, vacations somewhere else in Europe, and meets James McAvoy's family, and they hit it off, and the two families they get close, and McAvoy's family invites Scoot McNairy's family to their estate, or I mean, it's their house, but it's it's like kind of like a compound out in the middle of the woods somewhere in Europe. And so they go out there, and what I think is probably for the weekend. And James, my wife just texted me and said it's a farm. It's a farm. Okay, it's a farm. She's right behind me, by the way. So they go out to the farm, and McAvoy and his wife have a child with what they claim is special needs. And they say that he was born with like a short tongue or some shit, and he can't talk. He can only make sounds. But McAvoy and his wife are very weird, and they're awkward, and they put McNairy and his wife McKenzie Davis in some weird situations. But more or less the film is just very like unsettling a little bit. There's really no horror elements here. It's just kind of just awkward film for the first 3/4, and then the last kind of 30 minutes becomes more of your cat and mouse run hide type film. But spoiler, McAvoy and his family are serial killers, and this is what they do. They invite families that they meet in Europe back to their farm, and then they kill them and steal their money and all this stuff. And so and their kid isn't really their kid. It's a kid from one of the families that they killed, and they cut his tongue out so he wouldn't talk. But for the most part, the film is, I mean, it's good. I probably could have done with a little bit more thrilling scenes, right? Where McAvoy's very good. He's like an A+ pro at playing crazy villains, and he's very much unhinged in this film. And I think he's found his niche where, he just is carving out his career by playing these crazy type characters. He's very good at it. So, by the end of the film, I'm just like, there's some certain things that the characters do. I'm like, why'd you just do that? That didn't make any sense. But like Scoot McNairy's character, he's kind of a cuck. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, she's agreeing with me. And he's, because him and his wife are having some marital issues, and like he's kind of this wimpy guy, and she wants him to be this kind of more macho-esque type guy. I don't know. And the film never like gives him any type of redemption in that, like, it just never happens. And I kept waiting for it to happen. I kept waiting for him to be kind of the man and do something, and he just never does. And I just kind of felt like it was a missed opportunity for the story. But for the most part, it's a good film. I mean, I've probably seen better, but James McAvoy elevates it. The unhinged, unsettling, scenes. Well, just texted me. He says, yes, he's a cuck. Thank you. And so, yeah, she said his wife cheated on him. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's what it is. It's fine. You can watch on VOD right now. But what you can also do is hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. So give us a like, follow, subscribe, and don't forget the podcast releases weekly every Thursday on your favorite podcast streaming platform. And we'll catch you next time.